Yeah.
Hi, everybody. Sorry we're a little bit late.
Yeah.
It's because I've been trying. So here's the thing. We got married.
Yeah.
Officially in the courts. In the
Yes.
eyes of the courts and in the eyes of God, we have become married.
God. Yeah.
And because of that...
Well, not in the eyes of God.
We were in like a chapel.
Yeah, but like a non-denominational.
I'm pretty sure he said, by the power vested in me as God... God sees everything, okay?
Yeah.
In the eyes of God, we weren't in like a non-God chamber, like an anti-God...
Lined with lead.
lined with satanic rock.
It was unholy water.
The point is, the reason I say it is because we've been getting a lot of champagne.
Yes.
As gifts. We have 3 bottles of champagne. One of them we opened.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was trying to pour some champagne because I don't want it to go to waste. Because champagne doesn't last forever.
Yeah.
But it takes forever to pour because it fizzes up to the top. You have to wait. When you pour it again, it fizzes up to the top. You have to wait.
If you put your finger in it, the bubbles go away.
Well, I don't want to put my finger in your champagne. That's disrespectful.
Yeah.
So anyways, here's champagne.
Oh, yeah. Also, my sister-in-law got us these glasses. You can't really see, but it says Mrs.
Mine says Mr. They're very gendered, these glasses, but we'll take them nonetheless.
Yeah, something about Italian tradition. Congrats on being a husband, my dear.
Thank you. Thank you. People were saying that I have ring. I do have ring. These are not wedding rings.
No.
I just got some rings.
We're leaving the wedding rings to the party.
See? One of them is like a signet looking thing. These are 2 rings.
If I
that you can stack.
Don't show my face.
They're just pretty cool, I thought. They're from Salty Dagger. I saw them in an Instagram ad.
Mm-hmm.
As you do every piece of fashion you obtain in the year 2022.
Yeah. And then you hope and pray that it's not a scam.
Yeah. And this time it wasn't. Although it was funny because I placed an order originally with them. And then like the next day they emailed me and they were like, oh, dude, bad news. They were very casual in the emails.
Very Australian.
Yeah, they were like, "Oh, sorry, mate. Bad news.
Yeah.
The one ring you wanted is actually out of stock. Can we get you something else instead?" And I was like, "Okay, sure. Give me this other one instead." And then like 3 days passed, and then I got another message that was like, "Oh, mate,
you won't believe this.
Bad news. But the other thing you ordered,
you're not gonna.
That
believe
one's
this.
also out of stock, actually." And they're like, "Is there anything else we can get you?" And I'm like, "Okay, here's a list of 3 things I will accept." Yeah. And if any in this order, if any of them are out of stock, just go to the next one on the list and send me that.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh, mate, you're the best." So I literally didn't even know what I was gonna get in the mail when they came, but it was still fun.
It's good. It's good. It's very funny.
Yeah.
Someone said my ring is very cool. Thank you. It's my engagement ring that we've had for a while.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're saving the actual wedding bands. So next year, on the same date,
we're having like a party.
We're having like a pub, not public, but a big
with
friends and family party ceremony thing. So when we do that, we'll actually do the rings.
The one in the court was just my mom. It was just my mom. My dad was there too, but he wasn't allowed inside.
Yeah.
He tried to hide behind me so that he could be snuck in.
But it didn't work.
Yeah.
We just wanted to go ahead and do the wedding, the actual marriage part, the legal part ahead of time.
Yeah. Let's have the stressful part done.
Well, why was your dad not let in? Because it's of COVID precautions.
Yeah,
You can
New
only
York
have
still has
one-
COVID precautions.
Yeah, you can only have one person, one witness in, and that's it.
Yeah. So it was my mom. I told my parents that they had to decide between them who would be the witness. And if they couldn't decide which one of them would go in, that the witness would be my brother. So.
But they decided pretty quick.
They did, yes.
Also, the ceremony was so fast. It was like, I brought the camera to film it.
Yeah.
The entire video is about 1 minute and 15 seconds long.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like because I started playing early.
Yeah.
Before we even like got in position.
Yeah.
So I think it was like 45 seconds.
Yeah. I keep joking, but it's true. Our appointment
Joy.
Our appointment was for 2:30. We were done by 2:15. Like actually.
Yeah. It was crazy.
Yeah. It was very fun. The guy was very nice, very funny. Everyone was very sweet.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, had a good time.
And then we ate a bunch of pasta.
We did eat a lot of pasta with my parents and my brother and my sister-in-law. It was nice. It was a good time. And then my family came over and my brother played Super Hot VR.
Yep.
And it was very funny because he was immediately on the floor.
Yeah, rolling around, trying to dodge bullets.
Yeah. Also, people are asking about my last name. I'm keeping my last name.
Yeah, we're each keeping our own last names.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. I've always felt like it seems weird to me.
Yeah.
Like I imagine if I changed mine, that would feel weird to me.
Yeah.
I've had it for a long time.
That's true.
I wouldn't even know like if I changed my last name to Lepety.
Yeah.
Someone was like Jacob Lepety. I'd be like, who the fuck is that?
Yeah. I mean, it's like, hello. Cool opportunity to change your last name.
If there's like a really, good one you can do. I guess Lepety is a pretty cool one, but.
What? Why'd you put your little hands on me?
You gonna jump up here? Yeah. Anyways.
But yeah, we're keeping our names. Unless, we have kids or something, and then I don't know.
They'll get one of our names as their middle name.
Yeah. That's
Easy.
fine.
Easy peasy.
Easy peasy.
Anyways, that's all the wedding news. I'm gonna adjust the camera a bit. I feel like it's a little
Always.
It's a little like high up or something.
Yeah, I agree. Because you can't see my shirt.
We're just gonna give it a tilt. And also you wouldn't be able to see Joy if she lays down.
That's true. She's
She's going on a little spin.
Joy, you wanna play Beacon Pines with me?
Hi, buddy. Can I sit back down?
You wanna play Beacon Pines with me, little bud?
Can I sit back down in the chair? I'm gonna sit on you. What are you doing?
So cute.
What are you doing? You little cutie? What, you just gonna clean? You just gonna flop over and clean? Joy. I can't do this. You have all sorts of places you can sit. Here we go. I'll perch.
I'll perch. Her little face, like, what?
She went back to cleaning.
Not bothered. Not bothered by this at all.
All right, I'm going to read the subs. How about that?
Read the subs. I'm sorry about my hair today, everyone. It is so hot in our apartment.
Yeah,
it's making me very gross.
Our heat is insane.
It is.
We have like all the windows open.
I don't know what is going on.
All right, we got subs from Pisces, Idolize Your Idol Eyes, Bop City. Oh my God, what is going on? The Bop City, Marlo Not Found, changed her name to mess with Jacob. Mr. Assblast, no, that's Mrs. Assblaster. I forgot, the wife.
Excuse you.
Darbinator 1101, Big McLarge Huge. It's Laura B. Oh my God, it keeps like refreshing. Kit Squibbles, Spicy Batch, A Bagel 145. It's Laura B. Gave out 3 subs. Gtopia, MCats 1, Lovesick Like a Dog. Rain Dancer 743 gave out 10 gifted subs. Peanut, Skanoris75, Stable Ground, Transdragon Lycanthos, Be My Badger, Nightcap Lobster, Dr. Dingus opening the pickle jar, JT Barnett, Fiery Poopy, My Mistake, Solo Azume, Agons D, Morning Measure, Adrian B, Emmy the Mac, Toast 42, Mank the Destroyer, Candy Bat, Margie Cakes, The Jolie Fish, Puppy Poibs gave out 5 gifted subs, A Strong Angela Lansbury, Small Time Cat Crime, Miravalier, The Gin is Mightier, Professor Rat gave out 5 gifted subs, Toast 42 gave out 5 gifted subs, Rainbow Cappy, Texas Sexler Tumbly Man, I'll Boom, is that 2 I's or an L? It's an L.
Yeah, IL.
Ale Boom May, Elfin Sabu, Chemicult, Hannah Banana Cabana, Paladin Bubbles, Kubli Khan, Paranoid Marv, Action Bear Snack Jackson, The Crow Runner, Blue Like the Clues, Foxhole Monster, Chemicult gave out 2 gifted subs, Quick Step Cat, Resident Goblin, Prisma Pie, Iranda Race, Star Kindled, Ego D-Bowl, Olympic Poop, Drewski Ski Ski, Lightning Leonin, Dr. Beekman, Moss spelled Moss, Oddball 523, Demon Chick 25, Levin Bomb, Dank Cannoli, Milk Beef Yammer. He's got stars in his eyes. Adrian B, Bluebells, Kiki Penguins, Emergency Squirrel, For the Love of Pizza, Private Pangolin. Gage Red Knight, Levin Bomb gave out 5 gifted subs. Turbo God 01, The Top Screen, Snuggle Monster, Just NY Anomaly, like New York Anomaly. Anteaters Can't Type, Florification, Lornicorn, Jazzarray gave out 5 gifted subs. Thank you. Crispy Martyr, Craft Creature, and The Crafty Bean. Thank you all so much for all of your subs.
Phantom Flame says, watch the Pro ZD podcast with Jacob and Karina.
Oh, did that come out?
Apparently it went live.
Today?
I also didn't know when the one with me and Nathan went up.
We recorded that a long... Those are on like a real long buffer period. We recorded that a long time ago, but... yeah, me and Karina were on Pro ZD's podcast. It was really good. It was a fun one. We had a great time chatting and talking about stuff. I highly recommend it.
Yeah.
Sungwon's always wonderful to talk to.
Sungwon is, I know I say this every single time, but like an actual delight.
Sungwon good.
I appreciate Sungwon so much. Working with him is fun every single time.
Squart Cat said, I picked up my Anime NYC badge today, and I apologize in advance because there's a 100% chance I will cry when I see y'all. That's totally fine. You will not be the first.
No.
And you will not be the last. And I understand. I'm happy that it's a positive emotion you experience when you see us.
I will take the crying sheet out, though. It's like a big bed sheet, and I just slowly drape it over you. And then you can cry like a ghost that haunts our table.
We drape it over you, and then we take you and put you over our shoulder, and we carry you into the back room.
The cry room.
Something else I need to say, important. We met Kaz today.
For the first time ever.
We met for the first time ever Kaz today. Kaz is in New York.
Yeah.
And we met Kaz and hung out and ate ramen together, and it was a delightful time. Kaz is oh my God, Joy. You're staring up at me. Look at this. I'm sorry to interrupt the story.
Oh, there she goes.
Kaz was wonderful to hang out with.
Just a wonderful human.
Yeah, very nice.
Very nice, very chill.
Easy to talk to.
Yeah.
We had a great time.
I was telling Jacob that sometimes I worry when people come to New York, if they're not like from a major city that is like an American major city. I like worry about if they can like figure out how to like navigate, or like if I worry that someone's gonna like take advantage of them. And immediately upon meeting Kaz, I was like, nah, you actually seem pretty smart. What?
Look at the screen. What are you doing? That's very cute, Joy. You're being very cute.
So sweet.
Traz is saying, Kaz is not from Australia. I'm from Australia.
True.
Kaz is from Chile.
Yes.
Yes, that is correct. Kaz and Draz are different.
Correct, yes.
Different people. We should start the game. I feel like we've really been just hanging out.
A lot's happened
That's
recently.
True. And people don't mind hanging out.
Yeah, when it's exciting stuff.
I don't mind hanging out. It's fun to hang out.
So, last time on Beacon Pines, we discovered that we're in an iteration of our town, but not actually our town.
Yes,
I feel
correct.
like that was the big thing.
Yeah, we're in like a reconstruction of the town, and the original town is frozen over.
Yeah.
Due to the uncovering of something called the source that is in the ground, and it freezes everything. And apparently the Perennial Harvest Company is trying to utilize the source to do something.
But we don't know what
and
yet.
the Grandma Squad is trying to stop them in some kind of way or do something else with it.
Yeah.
But whatever happens, it keeps exploding and icing the entire town. Yeah,
because we lost Iggy to the hole, and they blew it up with some fireworks, which seemed to be the perfect amount of explosives. But I have a feeling that since we got iced in all those other rounds before, that means that someone threw like a big bomb in there, like maybe Grandma, and then Grandma got everyone iced.
Grandma had the explosives.
Yeah, and Grandma, maybe not our grandma. We don't know who she is.
Grandma, definitely not our grandma, but we don't know who she is.
Yeah. Also, Pervy Dog.
Pervy Dog might be the leader of
the badmen.
The badmen. Go
figure.
Pervy Dog put us in a secret elevator inside the telephone booth and sent us to hell or something.
Yeah. I think that's it. We met Nat, who's been useless.
Yeah. Let's get back into it, why don't we?
Yeah.
Do you want to switch the screen?
Yeah, I got buttons.
You got buttons?
Me.
Joy, I can't believe you're doing this.
She's still there. She looks happy, honestly.
She does look happy.
Nuncreed. Nuncreed is the badman. What timeline are we on?
We're on the one where we just used Beck to interrogate the Ned Flanders squirrel.
Yes. Okay.
And convinced the Ned Flanders squirrel that we were on his side.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
And then we found out that Nuncreed's drugstore might have something suspicious going on.
Yeah. All right. This is like Dinah or whatever her name is.
That's the hot diner lady. You scared me half to death. Sorry. You kids haven't seen Mr. Tolliver around, have you?
Oh, is she in on it too?
Yeah, we knew she's in on it.
Yeah.
Nope. He's got me waiting around like the last slice of pie. I swear, that man would be late to his own funeral.
Damn. Wait, he like left the basement. We let him out.
He did, but then where did he go? I don't know.
Excuse me.
Ding-a-doo-ga-doo.
Do we have a new word for the fishing hole? I'm gonna check.
I don't think we do, but we might. No new ones.
Luca tied. What fish?
Get out of there. We're not fishing today.
Sorry, everyone. I just went into my mind palace. Nuncreed's, right.
Nuncreed's drugstore. You have to every time. You never miss a chance to look cool.
Thank you. Let me in.
I want to see the pig.
Show me the pig.
Show me the pig.
Can I go in? Let me in.
You know we're going to have to go in there eventually.
Oh, I'm so excited. Oh. You're late, Augustus.
Sorry, sister.
Sorry, sister.
Sorry, sister. Was caught up with work.
Work? You?
I had a few more details to lock down for the festival.
Oh, what did you have to report? What is this insipid town festival really about?
I think
Gus looked around nervously.
Mr. Kerr really does just want to do something good for the town. He's actually a pretty nice guy. You should spend some time with him.
I didn't pull strings installing you as mayor so that you can make friends. Your job is to help me figure out what Kerr and Perennial Harvest's true intentions are with this town. We have a responsibility. This is our father's town.
Was.
Excuse me?
This was our father's town. He's gone, Eris, and he isn't coming back. Father left us with nothing but problems. Mr. Kerr came here and offered to help us. We accepted that help.
We didn't agree to them turning Father's warehouse into a toxic dumping ground.
That is just a temporary arrangement.
The glow can be seen from our damned backyard. They are dumping their nasty little secrets on us. When this all inevitably goes wrong, who do you think will be blamed?
Eris's cry hung in the air.
We have a new choice to make now, sister. This town is going to change, whether we like it or not. Are we going to choose to be a part of that future, or be forgotten in the past?
It's a shame. Father named you Augustus, but you will always just be a Gus.
Damn! I was literally just listening to the Adventure Zone. They did recently. I'm catching up on Adventure Zone. Mm-hmm. They did the Dust Part 2 miniseries recently, and I was just listening to an episode where, because Justin is playing a character named Augustus, mm-hmm. and he literally said, "I'm not Augustus anymore. I'm just a Gus now." That's weird to hear that specific thing twice in the same day.
Yeah.
Isn't that strange?
That is bizarre.
Very weird. Specific.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make some audio adjustments.
Did you confirm this with Joy? She's asleep. You'll have to get back to her later.
I'll see you at breakfast tomorrow.
It's getting late, children.
The book readers down here. Knowledge, he spat with a sneer. There exists a gulf between knowing something and being able to do a damn thing about it. I do hate it when the villain makes a good point. I don't hate it, that's what makes a good villain. You know you messed up when Rolo's like, quit messing around.
Yeah, every time I play as Moira and Moira says something, I'm like, why do I agree though?
Mellow Draw, thank you for the gifted subs.
Thank
Solomon
you.
Stood proudly at the entrance to the drugstore, holding a brown bag overflowing with black licorice.
Was I this dude's voice or were you?
I was this dude's voice.
Okay, good, because I could not remember the voice.
I believe it was a fancy lad voice. Hey, Solomon.
I do love him.
We're looking for Mr. Nuncreed. Is he still in there? I'm afraid not.
And where'd you get the candy from?
You might say we have an arrangement.
Solomon shoveled a surprising amount of licorice into his mouth.
Sometimes it's the small pleasures in life. Though we might not always have family to rely on. Licorice has never let me down. What are you, some kind of pervert? Well, I can't say licorice will be my first choice. But whatever floats your boat, you sicko. You can tell a lot about a person by their choice of confection. Oh, yeah, I guess.
Mini Reese's Pieces.
Like the ones in the little tube?
No, like the snack, like the bite-sized Reese's.
Oh, those aren't Reese's Pieces.
Oh, I'm sorry. But like the bite-sized Reese's.
The bite-sized Reese's, I got
Those are my favorite.
Okay,
I could eat those all day, every day.
Those are good.
Yeah. I like sour gobs, because I'm 90.
I'm certain you do. I always wondered why Mr. Nuncreed kept licorice in stock. You must eat enough of it to make it worthwhile. There are many ways to earn loyalty. For some, it's as easy as cold, hard cash.
Alright.
Are you saying you paid off Nuncreed to stock licorice?
Well, he's right. It's locked. There's gotta be more clues.
Okay, let's see.
I do also enjoy a Milky Way. A Twix.
Twix is definitely up there, like a Kit Kat. A kitten cat. Alright, Julie's getting ready. She's gonna unlock this door by brute force. Power through the door. It can't even play the sound as fast as you're hitting the button. Oh, hello, Olive. Are you gonna come get back here too?
Olive, I wish your little medicine would arrive.
What are you gonna do? I'm worried. Smash Nuncreed's window.
Phone booth.
Have you ever seen anyone actually use this thing?
Besides Mr. Nuncreed, no.
Beck cupped her hands on the glass to peek inside.
That is not a normal phone booth. It's got like a blinky keypad.
Why would there be a blinky keypad?
Kren's Nude Rug Store!
Forgot about Kren's Nude Rug Store.
I mean, the underground secrets! The password!
Beck flung open the door and they all squeezed
Oh my
in.
god. Oh my god.
Jacob is inundated by cats.
I got a cat on top and a cat behind.
Choose
Oh,
peace.
they're engaging.
Choose peace.
The cats are engaging.
Joy's trapped, so she might accidentally scratch you trying to get away. Unless Olive relents. Olive relented.
Olive, are you relenting? Are you relenting? What are you gonna do? Are you gonna leave or are you gonna stay?
Oh, Joy might leave.
Olive's going up. Joy, you gonna leave? No, doesn't look like it. Okay.
Sorry, Jacob.
Beep boop boop beep 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 boop. Oh, she's leaving. Yes.
You get the full chair.
Oh.
Beautiful.
All right, let's see here.
Luca cracked his knuckles and entered the letters into the keypad.
Underground secrets.
Sounds like that did something. Great. Now what?
I guess we...
Ah!
The dropped loose from its shell. Without even the space to panic, they closed their eyes, held their breath, and accepted their fate.
Except...
Suddenly, the chaotic descent slowed to an effortless landing. It was unclear where they ended up, but at least it was solid ground. The air was stagnant and smelled vaguely of chlorine.
I knew it. You knew there would be. You knew there was a secret hub full of strange tubes under the phone booth. Of course I did. Didn't I say that?
No.
I definitely thought it. Luca, do you remember when I said how cool it would be if the trans-dimensional conduits from Hank Atomic issue 12 were real?
Rolo, at one point or another, you've said that about every technology ever discussed in Hank Atomic.
That's why I'm such a good predictor.
Takes a shotgun approach to prediction.
Like me watching a mystery.
Yeah.
I guess all of them. And eventually, I'm right.
I knew it.
It looks like each of these has something written on them.
This suit has a broken mask.
So, have we found our mystery warehouse keeper?
Warehouse creeper.
Creeper?
We've at least found their hazmat suit.
If it walks like a Nuncreed, it talks like a Nuncreed.
Let's not jump to conclusions. They all kind of look like Nuncreed when they're in the suit.
Just saying.
Perennial Harvest main office.
That's where my mom works. What does she do? Science stuff.
Is she involved in all of this?
We just moved here. How could she be involved?
True. Mining Operations Alpha.
You guys have mines here? Not that I know of.
This town is all farms and fertilizer.
And a series of tubes. Bow says you can only trust a miner up to the point when they hit gold. Not sure how that wisdom applies in this exact situation. That's the thing about Pa. You don't realize what he means until it's too late.
To speak more clearly, Pa. Valentine Fertilizer Warehouse.
Isn't that where you almost got snatched?
Yeah. Why would Perennial Harvest have a tube going to the old Valentine place?
This is starting to feel like something big.
Push the buttons. That's a lot of buttons.
Stand aside, Earthlings. I've read enough Hank Atomic to know my way around Sapphire Tech.
Willow's hands hovered over the field of blinking buttons.
You know, in your own personal lives, aim to have as much blind confidence in yourself as Rollo does. Eeny, meeny, miny.
He pushed the suck button.
Rollo, what did you do? Nothing. I didn't even mow yet. What was that?
Hide!
Where? There's nothing but weird tubes down here. Just get back.
The way it pooped him out and he just had that neutral expression on his face. Shit. Shit.
Shit. Awesome. Was that the communicator from Totally Spies?
It
Oh
did
no,
sound like it.
Kim Possible.
Boop, 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 boop. You all need to come with me now. We aren't going anywhere with you.
Not until we get some answers. Mr. Underground Secrets.
I told them it was an absurd password. But they love anything that makes them feel clever. They who? That's no matter. If I could keep you hidden until after the festival, I might be able to save your skins. We don't care about our skins.
Beep, 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 beep. That's what it was. Hold on now. I like my skin.
This all stops now, Nuncreed.
Joseph waited for a moment in silence.
Don't refer to him as Joseph. We're not on
Joseph.
that level.
No, we're not friends. You sound just like him. Oh, Walt Disney? You don't get to talk about my dad.
You don't get to talk about my Disney.
You know, your father and I were friends back before.
He gestured toward the strange tubes.
All of this. That's a lie. It's true. I used to bounce you on my knee.
Like a basketball.
You don't bounce a basketball on your knee.
No, but like it's bouncy.
You bounce a soccer ball on your knee.
Yes, you're correct. What happened?
Same thing that always happens. Reality, complications, life. We were a team, Walt and I. An idealistic doctor and a bright-eyed pharmacist. Both hell-bent on helping folks.
So, you were his sidekick?
No. We were partners. He helped the patients and I helped him.
Yep, total sidekick.
Nuncreed let out a growl of a sigh.
Luca, I need you to know this. I need someone to know this. One day, Sharper Valentine comes to us. Says he's got an opportunity. He found something he didn't quite understand. And he was willing to pay us both handsomely to help him understand it. And my dad said no. Your father and I both believed in helping people. But the thing I could never get him to understand was, it's a lot easier to help others if you help yourself now and then.
Classic sidekick into villain plotline.
Walt loved being righteous almost more than he loved his family. He was wrong about one thing, though. When he begged me not to take Valentine's offer, he said, Joseph, if a person says yes one time to Sharper Valentine, he'll make sure they keep on saying yes to him until the day he's dead and gone.
He shook his head wistfully.
Is that your wistful head shake?
Yeah, like he's whipping his hair.
Too much whist. Sharp was long gone, but he's still got me saying yes.
Is there a point to the sob story?
Not really, no. Just an old man trying to delay what needs doing.
Nuncreed took a menacing step towards the children.
I tried to keep you safe. I tried to keep you and Juniper out of this.
I tried so hard to be a weird pervert that even you, a child, would recognize.
Yeah, he was trying to keep them away by being a nasty man. But you forced my hand.
Into that jar of jam.
Luca began to laugh.
What? You really don't know? My Gran isn't out of this. She's been scheming right under your nose. Juniper?
Seems like she's planning on crashing the town's party.
She's going to disrupt the festival? Why would she?
The color drained from Nuncreed's face.
How does she know?
Apparently she knows a lot of things.
What? Let's just say this isn't the only underground lair we busted into today.
And honestly, hers is way cooler. She's got maps and explosives and bad intentions, big man.
Nuncreed grabbed Luca by the shoulders. His eyes were frantic.
You need to tell me what she's going to do right now. She doesn't understand what it is she's messing with. Tell me now! She's in danger, boy! I don't know. She had a map with a mark on the fountain in town square. The fountain? But why would...
A jolt of realization struck Mr. Nuncreed.
She knows about the source?
What the heck is the source?
If she tries to destroy the source, it could catalyze and... Dear God, she's going to freeze us all.
Beep, 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 beep. Away!
You all need to run.
Run where?
Away. As far away from this town as you can get. Head west and don't look back.
Just tucked in.
Shoop.
That did not go how I was expecting. So, we're totally following him, right?
Totally.
See you on the other side.
You good?
Yep. I love this town. What's up, sweetie?
Joy's in a mood today.
She is in a mood.
Joy, please.
The cold, hard truth. Beck leapt up, allowing the suction to yank her into the dark. Dimness eclipsed around her like the shutter of a camera, as she seemed to cover great distance in mere moments. Her only points of reference were glints of upcoming turns, which approached with frightening speed.
Hello.
Only to carry her gracefully along.
Oh, thank you. You're going to make sure I'm hotter than I already am?
She heard the tinny, distant echoes of Rollo's glee. Once she stopped fighting against it, life was impossibly smooth. Then, all of a sudden, as if minutes had passed in an instant, light blazed into view. A burst of wintry air snuffed across her face, and she was flung out into the cold.
Oh, that's what that thing was.
Mm-hmm. Got it. That was...
intense?
Yeah. I think I might have parted with some fluids there. We were right behind you, dog. Don't do that. Any idea where we are?
Somewhere cold. No. Somewhere cold.
It doesn't look like it got on any of us.
It didn't feel like we traveled that far.
So, where did it all go? This place sucks. Why would anyone even want to blow something up out here?
Only one way to find out, I suppose. We gotta catch up to Nuncreed. Alright, I hear you, chat. The narration is quiet. I think you went this way.
Sorry.
Joy really wants to make this as big a hassle as possible. This looks...
familiar, yeah. Maybe we can clear off the snow.
No time. Nuncreed's getting away. May as well waste some time real quick. Okay, this is starting to feel really familiar.
I may not be the most well-versed on all things Beacon Pines, but this does look like some sort of frozen replica of town. I got it. It's so obvious now. Mr. Nuncreed is an alien.
Rollo.
Stick with me here. His species can only live in sub-zero temperatures. Oh boy, here we go. The source is their base camp dimension, so naturally they keep it cold. We found it by traveling through some metallic wormholes back there. The final objective: kill us all and shapeshift into Beacon Pine citizen of their choosing. Is this annihilation? You never really had me, but you very much lost me there.
You get used to it. We should keep moving. If Rollo will ever shut the fuck up! There's nothing to lean on. Where's the leaning pole? This can't be Beacon Pines. There's no leaning pole.
I can't look cool.
As they rounded the corner to the frozen
Grandma.
town square, they spotted Mr. Nuncreed inching cautiously toward a pit at its center. He held his arms out gingerly, as if approaching a beast in the wild. Upon closing the distance, Luca recognized what Nuncreed was after.
She's going the distance.
Gran stood confidently at the edge, one arm outstretched over the abyss. Nearby, a wheelbarrow had been emptied out. She held a lit torch, which flickered in the bitter wind.
Juniper, I don't know what you think you're doing, but I assure you this is not going to solve anything. If you drop that, you've doomed this whole town.
Oh, it wasn't me who doomed this town. I've been watching you, Joseph. I know what you've done. You and your co-conspirators.
Gran? What's happening?
Luca, you and your friends need to leave right this moment.
Mr. Nuncreed turned back toward the kids, desperation in his eyes.
Listen to your grandma, Luca. This is between me and Juniper.
Rollo and Beck held steadfast in awe. Luca approached closer. Mr. Nuncreed spun back toward Gran, his voice growing louder.
You've got it all wrong, Juniper. just hand over that torch. You don't understand what you're doing.
How could I possibly trust you to do the right thing? Walt told me everything. He trusted you, and you betrayed that trust. Luca, did you know that this man's entire life is a lie? If it weren't for him, your father might still be alive.
Mr. Nuncream winced with anguish. His voice hardened.
That's not true.
They both now yelled, not to each other, but at fate itself.
Fate.
Making their peace with long-held burdens. The wind howled with encouragement.
Walt was like a brother to me. We just had different ideas about how to effect change.
Very convenient that your way just happened to line your pockets.
Now that's not fair.
They menaced at each other, both catching their breath. The moment balanced on a knife's edge.
Tickle.
Amid a blur of emotions and memories. Luca's mind flooded with questions. The wind calmed, as if to give him the stage.
Tickle.
In the stillness, he began to... We got weep and we got hum. And sneeze was not an option, Julia? We didn't have sneeze as a choice?
Well, weep feels appropriate for the situation, but hum...
But I don't know how weep is gonna help.
Yeah.
Hum maybe could help for some reason.
Let's
that
hum.
I'm unclear on.
Let's hum.
Yeah.
And in the stillness, he began to hum. After the death of his father, Luca had trouble sleeping. Each night, his mother would sit at the foot of his bed and hum a gentle melody. It was the only thing that could calm his mind. The only thing that, however briefly, could make it all seem okay. That melody pervaded every memory Luca had of his mother, shivering in the raw snow. He began to hum it out loud.
Grandmother reveal.
Gran lowered the torch, listening closely. As recognition slowly set in, her heart sank. Those countless nights of consolation, the incomparable loss they shared together. She let the torch fall to the snow and sizzle out. A few steps toward Luca was all she could bear before dropping to the snow herself. Through a flood of tears, she began to hum along, note for note.
I think we were right. They're incredible at harmonizing.
They are. Someone said, how did Luca not notice? I don't know. If my mom disappeared one day and came back the next day, like 60 years older.
And you had never met your grandmother?
I'd be like, no. I mean, it makes sense that my grandma would look like my mom.
Yeah.
Luca lifted his head in astonishment. The last time he heard that melody was the last night he saw his mother.
How do you know?
I'm so sorry, my little buckaroo.
Buckaroo. The only people who call me that are my dad and...
Your mother.
Luca blinked through blurry, watery eyes, trying to see more clearly. He could just make out the impression of a familiar face. He peered across the snowscape at the woman on her knees. Something about her was undeniably his mother. Only smaller, older, changed.
Mom?
That's right, Buckaroo.
Mom!
Luca sprinted as fast as he could toward his mother.
Walt's like, oh, jeez. Oh, no. I've been hitting on my dead best friend's wife.
You mean Nuncreed?
Nuncreed, yeah, sorry.
They held each other close, and the cold retreated from their bodies.
Eleanor? I thought you were...
Gone? You should have known. You should have known I would never abandon my son.
Eleanor looked down at Luca, tightening her embrace in an appeal for forgiveness.
How?
You're a smart man, Joseph. I thought you'd have pieced it together by now.
You were exposed. Mom, I don't understand any of this. What happened to you? Where did you go? Why did you leave me?
I got good. I never left you. I was always right there, Luca.
Why did you lie to me?
It tore me up, Luca, but I did it to keep you safe. I thought that getting answers would help us both move on. But the more I discovered, the more I realized the danger we were in. Until perennial harvest was stopped, it was better if everyone thought I was gone.
You could have trusted me.
These are bad people, Luca. They won't stop until they get what they want. And they don't care who gets hurt in the process.
Then what do? We have to stop them.
Joseph slumped into the cold, wet snow.
They can't be stopped. This is too big.
I tried beating them at their own game. I'm done fighting fire with fire.
For the first time in a long time, her voice felt like her own again.
No more lies.
No more lies.
I see now. There's a better way to stop perennial harvest. The cold, hard truth.
Luca gazed down at Nuncreed with pity. He looked small. Joseph stared into the snow, as if searching it for answers.
So is her voice old still or not old?
Unclear.
I'll keep it
She
the
said
old
her
person
voice felt like her own again.
Right.
Didn't say it sounded like.
Yeah. Come on, everyone. We've got a party to crash. I'm following my ancient mom.
Meanwhile, Nuncreed, Family Guy stares down at the snow. You don't understand. He always wins.
A house always wins.
Who's he? Whom's he?
Chapter 9.
So he was just a kind of bad.
I'm gonna get a little more champagne.
Should we do an ad break?
Yeah, let's do an ad break.
While you got some champagne?
Champers.
Champers. Sorry, I have a cat in my lap. Hi. I know, I'm not going anywhere. You want to go back on this chair?
No.
She keeps looking at me. We're going to do 3 minutes of ads. We will see you in 3. Hello, my joy. Hello. This is a blessing because Joy never really sits in my lap. Only sometimes when we're on the couch. But she's been all about Jacob. She's all about Jacob. I think it's because Jacob gives her dinner and plays with them at night. And also, they're both rascals. Thank you for the congratulations. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. I have a cat in my lap TikTok song. I haven't heard it.
Olive is back here in the chair.
Oh, is she?
Curled up.
Cute. Julia, what's your shirt? It's a Joan of Arc shirt. It's a quote from her. And it's, I was born for this. Do not be afraid. And it's her at the stake.
It's a pretty cool shirt.
I do love Joan of Arc, so.
Thanks for all the congrats, everybody.
Yay! Thank you.
What's y'all's favorite soup?
Does like...
Here's
really always my question.
Yeah.
Does that like include noodles?
Well, it would include like a chicken noodle soup, for sure.
But doesn't include like ramen or udon or pho or like a beef noodle soup?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I feel like it has to do with like the ratio.
Okay.
Of liquid to solid. They're definitely soups, but when people ask like, what soup do you like? Mm-hmm. They're not asking about like ramen.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I like a broccoli ched. I like, I'm a big fan of potato leek soup.
Love a matzo ball soup.
Matzo ball soup.
Love a chicken tortilla soup.
Yeah. Someone said pozole. You had a pozole yesterday?
Pozole, nearing a stew. A pozole is. I feel like there's like a lot of like close ratios. The reason I feel like I don't think of ramen's like a soup, but what I'm thinking of is like
how much you gotta chew.
Like when you get like a noodle soup, like a ramen or a pho or like a Chinese beef noodle soup, you're like not eating the whole thing with a spoon.
Yeah.
You're using chopsticks to get the stuff out and like slurp it up.
Mm-hmm. But you're also using a spoon sometimes to like offload the noodles and then you eat it from the noodles.
But I feel like when I think of a soup, chili is a stew, not a soup, I would say. Because it's too thick to be a soup. Ramen is a meal with soup. When people say soup, a soup is something that could be served in a cup or a bowl. This is definitely like a local...
Yeah.
This is to like my local mind. Like when I hear about soup.
When I hear about soup.
I'm not speaking in universals here.
I'm gonna Google soup and see what pops up.
This is literally just like to my brain what I think of when I think of soup. I'm not stating truths and falsehoods here. So
141 sensational soup recipes to warm you up this fall. No, I just want like, okay, chicken noodle soup comes up and then soup. Hot and sour soup. That makes sense.
Yeah.
A mushroom soup.
Because those soups you eat, I think I'm going to say if you eat it solely with a spoon.
The way that Wikipedia has it defined, soup is a primarily liquid food, generally served warm or hot, but maybe cool or cold, that is made by combining ingredients of meat or vegetables with stock, milk, or water. Hot soups are additionally characterized by boiling solid ingredients in liquids in a pot until the flavors are extracted, forming a broth. Soups are similar to stews, and in some cases, there may not be a clear distinction between the two.
There's not a clear distinction.
However, soups generally have more liquid than stews.
That's what I think. I think of soups as being more liquidy and having a higher liquid to solid ratio. That's what I think.
Okay.
Ramen is Japanese noodle soup, yes. But if you compare that to a bowl of like American chicken noodle soup, it's like two completely different things. Like in the way you eat it and the ratio of solids to liquids.
I think I agree with you there. I think in my mind, it's categorized as its own thing. I think I agree that like to me, soup doesn't feel like a meal. Ramen feels like a meal.
Yeah, I think I agree with that too.
Like, I feel like when I get a portion of soup from a place, it's like this big. When I get ramen, it's like, meh.
The difference is that ramen is good soup. I also agree with that.
We had ramen today.
If we're including ramen and pho and like spicy beef noodle soup in with soups, then they win. Like no other soup would ever stand a chance on my list of soups I love.
Does cereal soup, technically, in the Randy categorization of salad?
Well, soup doesn't exist.
Right.
It's
right.
A soup is a salad.
A soup is a salad.
We're not going to talk about that, though.
So cereal is a salad.
Stream. That'll be the rest of the stream if we talk about it again.
I think like pho would be up there if we're including pho. And do you love a pho?
Yeah, pho is my actual favorite.
But like if I want like a winter soup that warms me up when I'm feeling icky, then like potato leek, broccoli ched.
Yeah.
What? You made a really good soup. Was it? Oh, it was chicken and dumplings.
Chicken and dumplings is probably one of my real favorites.
Yeah. Jacob made a really good chicken and dumplings.
But that's fairly stewy as well. The closer it gets to stew, the more I like it. Generally speaking. Yeah,
Should
that
we
was
get back
good
to the
though.
game?
I want to make that chicken and dumpling soup again.
Yes. Once it gets a little colder.
It's like those cheddar scallion dumplings
Yeah.
that I made that went in it.
Oh my God, that was so good.
That was so delicious.
Yeah. Jacob went full from scratch on that thing.
Loved it.
It was delicious.
Anyways, let's play the game. Also, the fact that it's called chicken and dumpling soup, and that's like the only time the word dumpling is used to mean that
Kind
thing
of. Yeah.
instead of
Yeah.
like a filling wrapped around a...
I was confused when you made chicken and dumplings the first time, and I was like, oh, it's kind of like a matzo ball
Yeah,
sort of thing.
like a southern matzo ball soup.
Yeah.
Anyways.
All right.
The devil you know.
The devil you know.
7 months ago, Eleanor Van Horn crept down the maze of sterile hallways under perennial harvest. She stopped in front of the large steel door marked Deep Engineering. No turning back now. She raised a trembling hand. The stolen keycard worked as promised, and the door buzzed open with mechanical efficiency. She was immediately hit with the smell of disinfectant. It was some sort of laboratory. In one corner was a desk covered in papers. Across the room stood a tall metal pod with hoses protruding from its base. She rushed to the desk and began shifting through the piles of papers. They were experiment reports on something called Tanthus liquamen. There were dozens of them. Every one stamped failed. Eleanor heard the sharp echo of footsteps approaching. She was out of time. Her eyes scanned the room, eventually landing on the strange pod. Muttering a curse under her breath, she dashed over and dove inside.
And that is what change is all about.
Change! Wow! Oh, here we are.
Grabbing the future by the scruff of the neck and making things happen. Change is a choice. I am tickled pink that we will all be making that choice together. How great is that? This man is a liar. Excuse me? I will not.
Fuck this guy.
This guy
Am I
sucks.
right?
Look at him. He's got the puffiest bow tie I've ever seen in my life. This town has a dangerous secret, and perennial harvest only exists to keep it hidden. Nonsense. They picked up the whole damn town and moved it right under our noses. You aren't making any sense, dear.
Mr. Kerr addressed the crowd with a sarcastic tone.
Imagine such a thing.
SpongeBob pose.
Yeah.
They picked up the entire town and moved it right under our noses. I'm Juniper. I'm stupid.
I have a gaggle of children with me. It's absurd and just plain impossible. They promised they could fix the foul harvest. They told us they would clean this place up. We just had to leave town for a few days. But while they had us evacuated... Mrs. Hartford, I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to... You're afraid of a lot of things, aren't you? You sniveling little worm.
I hope in my life I get to call someone a sniveling little worm. I don't think there's ever going to be a time when I get to do it, like, for real.
Yeah, I mean, there's someone off the top of my head that I can think of as a sniveling little worm.
But imagine, like, the situation that allows you to look at them and say, you sniveling little worm.
Because you know immediately that sniveling little worm would, like, sue you for defamation or something.
Probably.
This is growing tiresome. A little help, please? Don't you all see? This festival's a sham!
It's a worm festival.
An excuse to have the whole town gather in one place. They're planning something awful. I don't know what, but these people are wicked. Don't listen to her. She has absolutely no proof. I am the proof. I'm Eleanor Van Horn.
Whispers filtered through the crowd.
Who's Eleanor Van Horn?
I don't remember who that is.
I don't know who that is. I thought her name was Juniper.
Our town has like 30 people in it, and I can't remember who this one is. Well, aren't you just sneaky as the dickens? We all knew Valentine's fertilizer was too good to be true. And now this whole town is paying the price. Ladies and gentlemen, I am so sorry about this disruption. My associates will take care of this obviously disturbed woman somewhere comfortable, so that she can get the help she needs.
She's not the one who's disturbed. Wah! You two-timing clown.
And everyone who follows you is an insane clown posse.
You all know there's something wrong with this town. It was just easier to look the other way. The truth is...
Oh my god, it's the guy from Catfish.
Yeah. That's quite enough, Mr. Nuncreed. Is he gonna be Sharper Valentine?
Is he Sharper Valentine but youngified?
Youngified Sharper Valentine?
Did he go so old he went like through the full cycle
he went
and
all
then
the way
back?
around?
He really just swam in it for a while.
Torment dragged on Joseph Nuncreed's face.
This one I didn't see coming.
Well, I want to see if that's going to be it. Yes, sir.
Take them away.
No, I want them to see this. Ah, the ever-tempestuous Eleanor Van Horn. You've been quite the thorn in my side. Like a weed that's burrowed in where it doesn't belong.
Boss baby.
I must confess, you look dreadful.
He paused for a moment, plucking a piece of fuzz from his sweater and discarding it to the ground.
Consider yourself in rare company. You've managed to pull one over on me. It won't happen again. I knew you had some sort of plan to disrupt our little party. But alas, I expected something a bit more impressive than incoherent rambling. No matter, your failures are your own to bear. Mr. Kerr.
Yes, sir.
It's a shame it was cut short, but I thank you for that rousing oratory. I will take it from here.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir.
You have done quality work for me, William. You can look forward to the recompense we agreed upon.
Kerr gave a bow of deference.
Founder, you are most gracious.
Gasps rippled through the crowd.
Oh.
Who's that? I don't recognize that kid.
Who's that boss baby?
Thankfully, we can dispense with the formalities from here on out.
Solomon pulled a glass vial from his pocket. In one smooth motion, he downed its contents. A triumphant smile grew across Solomon's lips.
You can all call me Sharper Valentine.
His body and face began to contort and expand as he disappeared into a belching green mist.
Damn, man.
He drank the wrong potion and turned into a belching green mist instead of an adult.
Gross. The lady who's reading doesn't give a shit.
No. Oh. Oh.
A hushed horror gripped the crowd.
Oh!
A story about change.
Hey, that voice you picked for him. Really?
Yeah, it worked out in the end, huh?
What? No!
Ah, so you didn't see that coming.
Oh, his design's very good.
Love him. Good.
Sharper examined his new hands.
Pause? Well, this is quite the improvement. Everything looks so much smaller now. Eleanor was right about one thing. This festival was a ruse. I wanted you all to witness my glorious return with your own eyes. Why does everyone look so downtrodden? This is a celebration, people. Maybe it would help if we set the mood. Mr. Kerr, be a dear and reveal the sign.
It says piss.
That's right, it's a piss festival. Ha! Wonderful!
Sharper choked out a crude squawk of laugh.
Troy hated that.
Frustrated grumbles sprinkled through the crowd.
This is my favorite guy.
Sharper, you malicious bastard.
Ooh, we got malice. What are you doing with that foot, Joy?
What are you doing with that foot?
I'm glad you're back so I can tell you to your face. You destroyed this town. We ain't gonna let you get away with it again.
Sorry, this is not the time for audience participation. Some assistance, Mr. Kerr?
William Kerr gave a subtle nod to the clipboards.
You coward!
Does anyone else have something to contribute?
A helpless quiet settled over the crowd.
I thought so. Did you all truly believe you could be free of me? A town of complete and utter fools.
Pig guy's still asleep. He's missing all the
Yeah,
whole
Big Guy's the true hero.
whole jam.
You people should be celebrating my return. You're clearly lost without me. And that leads me nicely to my children. Daddy? Daddy? Sorry. Daddy? Sorry. Sorry. Daddy? Sorry.
Oh my god. Great.
I gave you both the greatest gift a parent can give. The opportunity to prove yourselves in my absence. Squandered. To say I am disappointed would be an understatement. But silence, Augustus, an adult is speaking.
Damn.
I think I'm older than you now. I don't know which is worse, a son who is completely hopeless, or a daughter with such potential who inevitably lets me down. Eris, you fail me with admirable consistency. Thankfully, I was counting on it this time.
Father, I
Have been wasting time, my dear. What have you accomplished?
was focused on cementing our legacy.
Legacy? Who needs a legacy when you can just live forever?
Okay, it's actually very funny. But what about...
It's all right, kiddo. I'm afraid you suffer from a complete lack of imagination. There's just no helping it. Now then, where is Joseph? You didn't take the opportunity to slip off, did you? Ah, there he is. Everyone should give him a hand. None of this would have been possible without Joseph. I think you've said enough. Nonsense. The people deserve to know how helpful and loyal you've been. I only did what I did because he left me no choice. You always had a choice, Joseph. You were simply too weak to take it. No matter, cheer up. You are about to be rich beyond your wildest dreams. You should follow Mr. Kerr's example. When I found him, he was in a sorrier state than any of you. An aging actor desperate to recapture his youth. He played his part, and soon he'll be able to play the leading man again. Forever, in fact, if he remains loyal. That goes for all of you. Well, those who haven't already frittered away my goodwill. Beacon Pines is mine again.
Wow, you really own this dinky town.
Yeah, I know. It's like, what's he doing all this for? It's like 6 buildings. And I am willing to share its spoils in exchange for absolute loyalty.
Are you saying William Kerr was never in charge of Perennial Harvest?
Aha!
Joy hates that laugh so much.
She's asleep.
She lifted her head. Ugh.
You think that puffed up blatherskite could have accomplished all of this? Dawn, I suppose it's time for your big exclusive.
I don't know how old I am. I assumed I was like 8, but I could be like, I don't know, 72.
Sharper addressed the crowd with indignant pride. He'd planned this moment for so long that now, at the deed's fruition, it almost felt frivolous.
You see, I needed a figurehead to hold things down while I orchestrated my return.
Hello?
Someone to misdirect, lie, and bilk this town for a spell. So I invented William Kerr. Take your bow, you've earned it.
Mr. Kerr flourished a preposterously elaborate bow.
Using both hands, the head in circles.
Patrick C. Montesquieu, thespian extraordinaire at your service. Founder, I just want to thank you again for this opportunity. It was truly the role of a lifetime. Wait, so this Bill Kerr was Patsy the whole time? Oh my god, he's Patsy.
A patsy.
Oh, is this how you feel on Detectives?
It hurts.
I admire it, but also...
Someone in chat said CPAT. Ha 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 ha. Now that your secret is out in the open, what's to stop this town from rising up against you? Oh, that's the delicious part. Fear. Thanks to our clipboards, I know what each and every person in this town fears most.
Damn.
And I will make those fears manifest for anyone who steps out of line.
Yeah, but when I get asked those questionnaires, I'm like, I don't know, death.
Yeah, spiders.
It's like, what are you gonna do? Kill me?
Yeah. The choice is simple. I'm not afraid of you. Ha! Oh, sorry. Aha! The young hero. I've kept a keen eye on you, boy. You and your friends made a habit of disrupting my plans. What a pity. If things would have gone a bit differently, you might have had your moment of triumph. But that's fate for you.
Olive's had enough of the laugh. She's leaving.
You can't do this. Oh, but I can. I have won. Never underestimate what a great man can do given time. And now time is my plaything. Perhaps the most expensive thing I've ever bought. but well worth it. Ha!
Sharper coughed up one final laugh and cracked his knuckles.
Enough chit-chat. Let's get to work, shall we?
Damn.
And so, Sharper set about remaking the town in his own image.
It's like when you make an Animal Crossing island look like a caricature of someone.
Yeah, he made all the buildings look like his head.
Yeah.
The fertilizer factory soon reopened for business. Sales rose steadily as more and more farmers across the countryside began to swear by its miraculous properties. Beacon Pines became famous, a secretive town that, for the right price, shared its gifts with all. Gifts that became more and more necessary in a world where winters grew longer and longer. The end.
Cool.
This is wrong, but things
Could be
are becoming
worse.
clearer now.
Yeah.
We didn't all get iced this time, but it does seem like the world's gonna end.
Yeah. Yeah, it's alright. They'll end sometime.
And I do agree with chat that like they could just like beat his ass. The town could.
Yeah.
Just because you became an adult again doesn't mean a whole town can't beat your ass.
That's true.
Unless he has like miraculous not get my ass beat powers.
I guess he does have like a million clipboard guys, but he would still have to like summon them.
He was there with like 2 clipboards. The town could have had him dead before another clipboard arrived.
Right?
Yeah.
You can feel it, right?
Unionized to beat that guy's ass? Yeah.
We can't let Sharper win. He might just be the key to this whole thing. Let's see.
All right, so we can try to weep, and we can probably use malice somewhere.
Here.
We can use malice over here.
Against what's his face?
I feel like weep is just gonna get us killed. Should we do that real quick just to get it done?
Sure.
I feel like weep is gonna get us iced.
Yeah.
And in the stillness, he began to weep.
Unless it like convinces her to stop and then she just kind of gives in to Sharper or something.
It was
Yeah.
all just too much. Falling to his knees, Luca whimpered softly. The tears crystallized as they hit the snow. Gran stared at Luca for a moment with warm sympathy, remembering why this was all necessary.
This'll all make sense soon, Luca. And everything can go back to normal. I promise.
She stiffened up and brandished the torch at Mr. Nuncreed.
You can't hide behind those people any longer, Joseph. Once their precious source is destroyed, we'll see where their loyalties fall.
Juniper, don't.
Ignoring his final plea, Gran flung the torch into the deep darkness.
We about to get iced. We're going to forever be enshrined in our sobbing.
Yeah. Hup!
She smiled and exhaled in relief. Mr. Nuncreed moaned in resignation. The
Oh.
torch echoed as it ricocheted down the hole, punctuated with a thunderous thud.
I think I would try to time it so that I'm like a freeze frame.
But yeah, like you're like, okay, everyone do a jump right as it happens.
Like if I knew that I couldn't do anything, I couldn't call family, I couldn't like say my goodbyes, I couldn't try to get to a safe space. I'd just be like, do 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 ah, you know.
I'd be like, do I have time to get my butt out?
You see, Joseph, I've learned one very important lesson in life. If you want things to change, then you must be willing
Before
to.
Gran could finish, the ground shook her to silence.
You done goofed,
Wowzers.
Granny.
Yeah, that's what I thought was gonna happen.
Gran only had time to spin around and run to Luca. Her attempt to shield him, an honorable but trifling act. Unflinching love, pitted against an unthinking horror. There was no contest. Her warm embrace froze in an instant. That is where they remain, fixed in place, forever.
Damn,
And
Gran.
so, our story ends on this
Bless
melancholy scene.
you.
But like global warming's gonna hit. It's gonna melt it.
Yeah, they'll unfreeze.
They'll unfreeze eventually.
In a town brought low by its secrets sits the frozen statues of a misguided band of meddlers. The end. Well, that was die. On the bright side, we finally figured out where all the ice is coming from. Now, we just need to find a way to deal with a mystic, unfathomable force of nature.
All right, time to get malicious. We're gonna kill Nuncreed in this part.
There was a malice lurking behind those eyes, like a trap ready to spring. Luca felt the weight of Nuncreed's hand on his shoulder. Something wasn't right. He didn't know why, but something was telling Luca to get out of there.
Kick him in the dick. I just want this all to be over. Of course, I'm sure it'll all work out soon enough. I should get going. I told Roxy I'd check for Rolo at the treehouse.
Luca twisted free of Nuncreed's grasp.
Of course. Luca, you know your dad and I were good friends back in the day. You can come to me with anything. Anything at all. Unless you know the secrets of this town. In which case I'll kill you.
I just wanted to look at.
Yeah, just check in on them. How they doing? You don't want to chat?
Hello.
Wow. No one wants to chat.
What are you reading? What are you reading?
What are you reading? What are you reading?
What are you buying?
What are you selling?
Do you think he's still gonna say, what are you buying, what are you selling in the Resident Evil 4 remake?
I hope so.
If he doesn't, I won't play it.
Oh man, can we talk about, have you seen the irate gamers over the change to the scene of
With
Silent Hill 2?
Oh, no.
Where it's like, I hate gamers. It's the scene where he looks at himself in the mirror. And in the original game, it's like really dark, like over his eyes.
I did see it, yeah.
And people are like, oh, I can actually see his face now. It's gross. I'm like, then play the original one then, you dick.
Yeah.
The original one's always there. You can play that.
Yeah. I saw the thing where the gamer was pushing the theory that he's looking at the player during that scene in the original.
Yeah.
And Masahiro Ito responded.
Yeah.
And said that theory was incorrect. Like he designed the scene and it wasn't that way.
Yeah.
And the gamer proceeded to argue on Twitter with the creator of the game that his theory was still possible.
Yeah.
With the dude who made the game.
Yeah, the artist guy. Was it the artist guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, the artist guy was like, no, it's not. I'm the one who storyboarded this scene.
He's the dude who made all the animation for the entire game.
Yeah. And he was like, I literally storyboarded the scene. Because the guy was like, it's still possible because you don't know how it was written. And he was like, no, I know how it was written. I wrote it.
Yeah. It was crazy.
So stupid.
Absolute insanity.
Also, that guy is working on Silent Hill 2 remake.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know, if he wants the peepers out, let him have the peepers out. Play the original one if you're going to be a dick about it. I just want the original game.
I thought you were going to talk about the thing with Resident Evil 4 where
the dog is dead.
Where the dog is dead.
That is sad.
Yeah.
No, this one even more nitpicky and stupid.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry. I forgot to talk to you about that.
Yeah. These festival decorations are a bit humdrum. Now, if I were to throw a festival...
Am I this little guy?
I don't know who this little guy is. It would be a thing to behold.
I agree. This is all more than a little sad.
It's worse than sad. It's boring. What if we did a little something to spice things up?
I'm listening.
You know that festival sign waiting to be unveiled? It would be a shame if someone...
The two scurried off, eagerly formulating a plan.
Changed it to say piss festival. People in town are like, I know that laugh. He looked down and muttered in a gruff voice. Mama always told me my problems would look smaller once I grew up. But my problems always seem to grow right along with me.
You know, now that I'm an adult, a lot of the problems I thought were small when I was a kid actually make a lot more sense now that I'm an adult.
Yeah. And then a lot of the problems I thought were big were actually incredibly small.
Yeah. But a lot of things I thought were normal grew up being like, oh, it's not.
Yeah.
I see.
Every problem is inverted.
Yeah.
Heavens, I sense big trouble ahead. Velma! Identify yourself, please. Nellie Modwell. I work here now. I am unable to locate you on our staff roll. Oh, I don't officially start until tomorrow. Mr. Kerr said I could come in early tonight to get a few things done. Hold, please. Clearance authorized. Thank you.
Joy just pulled the mouse pad to be under her head.
Joy wants to be close to the mouse. You know this.
She loves it. She takes comfort in it.
Our harvest awaits.
You could get a wrench to the noggin sneaking up on a guy like that. Don't scare him, man, while he's junkin', Sonny.
Evening, Jeff. Isn't it kind of late to be junkin'?
I might as well ask the same thing of you.
Find anything good?
Bah. Ever since Perennial Harvest moved in, even the junk is trash. You can learn a lot by a person by looking at what they throw away. With this bunch, it's all shredded paper and coffee cups.
Well, I better get going.
Well, oh, fascinating.
Oh,
But,
look at the
my
time.
mom's calling me.
I didn't see nothing if you didn't see nothing.
See what?
Exactly.
You want to talk to the clipboard? No. Clipboard doesn't want to talk to you for once. Hey. ZZZ.
You thought I wasn't gonna. You thought I wasn't gonna.
Just relaxing, baby.
I live. What do you want?
She's going around. Can't even talk to the little boy with the deep voice.
No.
Gonna check the fishing hole
Always.
for malice. See if you can catch fish with malice. No.
Luca jet first.
You catch more fish with honey. That doesn't work. You don't catch any fish with honey. Hey, Jetson. Have you seen Rolo come this way by any chance?
Afraid not. As elusive as the fish in this here pond. I don't remember what that little guy's voice is. So it's this now. Didn't mean to press that. What I meant to press was this, because I forgot.
Oh,
what I was
someone in
supposed to be
chat
doing.
pointed it out. That perennial harvest is an anagram for Sharper Valentine. Joy didn't like that.
She didn't. Olive didn't like it either. We know how the girls feel about held notes.
Rolo?
He aired a long holler into the woods.
Hey! Rolo! Rolo, wherever you are, I hope you're okay.
Luca felt his eyes getting heavy and plopped into the beanbag.
His knees were weak,
He
his palms
conceded
were
to his
sweaty.
lumpy embrace.
Pumpkin cowboy.
Once again, Luca found himself in a
Cowboy.
vast black expanse.
We watched Pumpkin
time-
Cowboy
He knew exactly where to go.
just before the stream, and now the song is stuck in my head again.
Chili Lipton is actually an anagram of tornado siren.
He took a single confident step forward. The world flickered and pulsed. He found himself standing in front of the frigid air of a blazing campfire. The source.
I love this song.
Yeah, it's very good.
He plopped down cross-legged and gazed into the cold flame, waiting. Soon enough, the fire began to die out, popping sporadically, until all that was left was a single ember. Luca stood up and dusted himself off. He plucked the glowing ember from the cold ash, examined it, and slid it into his pocket, a keepsake. The voice of his father spoke behind him. "You made me proud, Buckaroo." Luca turned to face him. "Dad, what is this place?"
Can I say real quick before you continue that I recently started following the author Chuck Tingle on Twitter, who writes all of those incredible gay novels about like having sex with like raptors and airplanes and stuff.
Yeah.
And Chuck Tingle calls everyone Buckaroo. And every time I see Buckaroo, I keep thinking of him now.
Yeah, that's fair.
I just want everyone to know that each time I read Buckaroo, I think of Chuck Tingle now.
I think that's fair.
A warm grin grew across his father's face. A place where everything that has been and everything that could be all wait together.
It's that beach that's in...
Death Stranding?
No.
Kingdom Hearts?
Oh my god, I just watched it on the plane.
The beach that makes you old?
No! The science space one. Matthew McConaughey.
Meet me on the beach.
And what's her face? Jodie Foster.
I'll be Princess Beach.
Contact, thank you.
You don't want to be Princess Beach?
Oh man, Charlotte's been playing Death Stranding, and it's really making me want to play it again. But all I'm gonna do is make roads.
Yeah. You love making roads.
I love making the roads and making deliveries. It's so fun.
Luca found himself staring at his father's face, trying as hard as he could to memorize every single detail. Wait? For what? Another voice spoke out as Luca's doppelganger stepped forward. "That's up to you." Without knowing why, Luca began to weep. Is any of this real? Are you real? Luca's father bent down to smudge away a tear. "Of course, I'm as real as the part of you that misses me." Luca turned to look at the older version of himself. "And you?" The doppelganger choked back tears. "I'm as real as the part of you that's angry he's gone. Does that make sense?" Through his tears, Luca laughed. "I think so." His father pulled him in for an embrace. "Time to go, Buckaroo." Luca was startled from his dream by a banging on the floor.
Rolo?
Are you in there?
A commanding voice rumbled from below.
Girls, no fighting.
Nope. Oh, Joey's going for the bite. They're doing battle. Olive ran away.
Just as Luca sprang to lock the entry hatch, the door knocked open.
Holy shit.
Damn.
Chapter 5.
Not Rolo?
Dangers big and small.
That's every size of danger.
Luca
Except for
stumbled
medium.
back. He heard the rope ladder creak under significant weight. Keeping his eyes fixed on the hatch, he inched backward to the balcony. As his hand grasped the door handle, Luca froze. A large figure clumsily wriggled up through the hole.
What the hell?
Stop right there.
I don't know how to make my voice any older.
Is this old Rolo? Or I'll... It's old Rolo.
Sheesh. Well, I know it's dark and all, but I figured you'd recognize me.
Who are you?
The large figure cocked its head inquisitively.
Stop now or I'll clobber you with a baseball bat.
Whoa. Take it easy.
I don't think you have to do the voice like that.
Luca, you need to get your eyes checked.
Please.
It's me, Rolo.
Nice try, but I know you aren't Rolo. You're like one of his random uncles or something. Where is he?
Uncle. Luca, quit messing around. It's me.
If it really is you, prove it.
Flaming chicken coop, Luca.
Luca's jaw dropped. He peered more closely at the man standing in front of him. Something about him was undeniably Rollo, only bigger, older, changed.
How? What happened to you?
When I was running away, I ran into more of those people in those yellow suits. They grabbed me and dragged me away.
What? Where did they take you?
Don't know. They threw a bag over my head. It was cold and smelled like a swimming pool. I think it was an underground lab or something. They made my hands all big. Look!
Rollo proudly presented his hands to Luca.
Pretty sweet, right? I mean, it would have been my first pick for a superpower. But beggars can't be choosers.
Rollo, it wasn't just your hands.
My feet, too? Dang. Pouches made me new shoes.
Rollo, you have a whole new outfit of clothes.
Wait, Luca, why are you so small?
Someone got you a new t-shirt from Target.
To his reflection in the balcony
Didn't he
window.
feel like his arms are longer? I feel like if my
then
whole
he's-
body proportions changed,
He's
I
like
would
twice as tall.
know. Right?
Rollo's dumb as shit.
Yeah, he really is. What the?
His hands shot up to his face.
Holy Toledo!
Rollo, what did they do to you?
They made me drink some sort of green crud.
Ew.
Actually, it wasn't too bad. It kind of tasted like licorice.
Huh!
An old man would pick that as his flavor. I passed out and woke up like this. And then I sort of smashed open my cage and escaped. Coming out of my cage, and I'm doing just fine. I'm just a little bit bigger now.
Whoa, you smashed open a cage?
Kinda. At least I think I did. It's all a bit of a blur.
They had you in a cage? Who are these people? I don't know who did this to you, but we're gonna fix it.
Fix it. This is awesome.
Well, I'm just glad you're safe now.
Luca, you don't need to worry about me. Sure, I got snatched, but look at it this way. I got snatched. I know where snatched people go. We may finally have a lead on what happened to your family.
Maybe you're right, but this all seems dangerous.
Danger, huh?
Rollo shadowboxed a few jabs.
I'll take them all on. Hey fellas, what's up?
With a yelp, Rollo dove behind Luca.
Ah, take over.
Did I come at a bad time?
Beck, your hat is so good.
The hat's excellent.
Who the heck are you?
This is Beck.
Sorry, something truly bizarre just happened and I need help. I don't know where else to go.
Oh, is this the one where Beck fell in the goo
Oh.
and is covering her hair?
Oh, yeah, probably.
Yeah,
So-
yeah.
You're just hanging out here with your large adult friend?
Ah, no, this is my buddy Rollo.
This is your missing friend?
One and the same.
He seems a little old.
And I'll have you know this is a recent development.
What the heck does that mean?
Oh, I'm sorry. You're the one who just showed up out of nowhere. So we'll be asking the questions here.
That's fair.
How did you find us?
Your silly little treehouse.
I think you mean our silly little mission control.
I hate to break it to you, but your secret path isn't so secret. I could hear your racket from a mile away.
See, Luca, this is why we need to improve security around here.
Not now, Rollo. Beck, you said something bizarre happened?
Yeah, but
She shot a nervous glance at Rollo.
Anything you can say around me, you can say around Rollo.
this has been a weird day all around, hasn't it?
Yup.
Beck's eyes narrowed.
Okay, so it all started when I made it back home. My first order of business was to try to salvage my hair. So I dyed it with some stuff from the chemistry set my mom gave me.
Okay. Just need to play it cool. And hope no one notices. Notice what? Oh, nothing. I was just... Come over here and let me have a look. Oh, honey, what in the world did you do to your hair? I just kind of felt like a change. This is going to take forever to grow out. You were the one who said that change was a good thing, right? I was talking about your mother's new job. I was talking about us moving. Well, I guess I just took your lesson to heart.
Ilona tried to put on a smile.
Before I forget, I came up here to tell you that Nellie had to go into work. Tonight? Her and Mr. Kerr decided it would be good for her to get some things done before tomorrow. That Kerr guy sounds like a grade A creep. Beck! He is! Him and his weird cult of personality. You are not going to ruin this job for Nellie. It means too much to her.
Look at her tiny little fist. Her little
Arthur Fist.
Arthur Fist.
Oh, I know exactly how much it means to her. It means enough to her to exile her daughter to this podunk town. Podunk?
Yeah, Podunk is like backwater, middle of nowhere.
Okay. Thank you. This place sucks. The people are weird. You just don't know them yet. It's always cold. We're in the mountains. You'll get used to it. I can't even pick up a single decent station on the radio. It's all banjo music and farm reports. I know you grew up in a town not that different from this one. Is that why you're better at talking to plants than people? Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. First of all, you're grounded. What? In the morning, I'll have Nellie come and see what we can do about fixing your hair. You need to look presentable for the harvest. But not another peep.
She sighed, and after a moment, looked down at Beck sympathetically.
I know moving is hard, honey. But that doesn't mean you have to make yourself miserable all the time. Other people seem to have that covered for me. Oh, and if you decide to rebel by dyeing your hair more...
She flashed a sly grin and tousled Beck's hair.
I'll just shave it off for you. Think about how rebellious you'll look then. Very funny.
What's the problem with hair dye?
Thank you. Maybe she's a little young. I don't know. Good night, sweetie.
Come on.
Good night, Mom. Wait. First of all, this town does not suck. Second, you need help because you got grounded? No.
I'm sorry you got in trouble. It's my fault your hair got screwed up in the first place.
Don't worry about it. I actually kind of like this look. Great. Can we get back to the story now? The next part is the important bit. I have this radio I upgraded with my mom, and I was too angry to sleep, so I tried to dial in something worth listening to.
Mr. Kerr, are you there? Mr. Kerr? I don't know who this is.
Yes, I'm busy. What is it?
Apologies, I have the founder on the line.
Patch him through immediately.
One moment.
Hello, sir. It's so nice to hear from you.
Skip the pleasantries. What's your report on our new lead researcher of deep engineering?
Nellie Moodwill seems to be integrating nicely. At this very moment, she's working to help us meet our deadline. She offered to work overtime before I even had the chance to suggest it.
Excellent. And you have faith that she's capable of finishing the work left by her predecessor? Her work must be complete before the festival.
I will make sure she stays day and night until it's accomplished.
Good. You know how I feel about loose ends. And workers' rights.
Yes, sir.
Bad about both. Once she has finished the work...
I'm very anti-union.
We need to make a determination regarding her long-term prospects in the company.
Immediately, sir? I usually have more time to fully bring people into the fold.
We are in the end game, Bill. After your failures with Dr. Prescott, I can't afford to take any risks.
Of course, sir. No loose ends, sir. Once she finishes the work, she will either leave the office completely committed to perennial harvest, or she won't leave at all.
Perfect.
Sir, if I might suggest, maybe we should just delay. Just for a bit.
Oh?
It's just, we seem to be rushing to hit this festival deadline. And rushing into things has caused some issues in the past.
I see.
Please understand that I just want what's best for you. I'm eternally grateful for all the work that you've done for me.
Bill, I'll make this very clear for you. I brought you in to make things run smoothly, not to have opinions.
Of course, sir.
Chin up, Bill. You are only a few days away from having everything you ever dreamed of.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Whoa.
Yeah. Just so we're clear, when they said loose ends, they were talking about murder, right? Like, actually killing someone? Capital murder?
Luca gave Rollo a quick elbow to the ribs.
Who is this founder?
I was hoping you guys would tell... I was hoping you guys would know. Now, as far as we know, Cure is the top banana at perennial harvest. He sounded scared of this founder guy. So we have an even topper banana on the field.
Oh my god. We have bottoms and tops, but now we got toppers?
And we have topper bananas.
We have topper bananas?
What the hell is my mom caught up in?
Has she talked about the job much?
Not really. She said she was going to come in and continue some of the work of someone she respected. Luca, do you think that body at the warehouse was...
The person Beck's mom came to replace? That would make sense.
Beck, it seems like Nellie's predecessor got, loose-ended. I'm getting that impression.
That's what happens to me when I eat too much burritos. I get a little loose-ended, you know what I'm saying? Hey, come on.
Yay.
Okay, so we need to get your mom out of there before the festival happens.
That's 2 days away. Won't she just come home after work? Julia married that. The creep on the radio said that they were going to hold her until then.
So if she's not coming out, we got to go in and get her. Listen, you can't force her to come out.
Paper out of her pocket
okay?
And slammed it on the floor.
You have to let her do that on her own time.
Maybe this'll help. You have blueprints? Well, it's really just a welcome map from my mom's PH orientation day. But it shows the layout. Sure, it looks like blueprints to me. Look, here's the reception area. There's a big room marked Founder's Office. It even has the exits marked. Guys. We have a deadline. We have an objective. We have blueprints. You realize what this is, right?
Rollo started to wiggle with excitement.
I think we're heisting. This is officially a heist.
Chapter 6. The Heist.
I love how just like in some timelines we have big Rollo. In some timelines we have dead Rollo.
Yep.
In other timelines we got blue hair Beck. We got normal hair Beck.
Yep.
We have adult Sharper. We got child Sharper. We got all these different versions of everyone running around.
It's a lot,
It's
but it's
crazy.
Fun. I guess that's the end of the stream, huh?
It is. This is probably a good time to call it.
good time to call it on this suspenseful note.
I have to imagine we're getting pretty close,
right,
to the end of this. I don't know exactly how long it is, but
Yeah.
it feels like most of the answers are. We've got most of the answers now, so I wouldn't be surprised if it wraps up in like one more stream to
Hi,
two
Olive.
more streams. I don't really know.
Yeah, I would suspect one more.
Yeah. But we'll see, I guess.
Yeah. Drawfee stream tomorrow.
Drawfee stream tomorrow.
I'm doing draw class on Friday.
Julia's doing draw class on Friday.
So sign up for that if you want to. Oh, you want this? What? There was a rubber band. She wants to go chase it.
Gonna see if there's anyone we want to raid.
We'll be back on Wednesday with something. Is it new game time for you?
It might be. I've been working on an Elden Ring playthrough. I want to do a all NPC quest lines Elden Ring playthrough. So I've been putting that together and like test running it, and it's been really fun. So I might start that on Wednesday if I have enough of it worked out by that time.
You've been excited about it, so
I have been excited about it. I think it's going to be a good time.
I think we should do it.
I've even made like the speedrunner splits.
Yeah.
So that I can keep track of like the order in which I have to do everything. So that should be pretty fun. And we'll also do, along with that, we'll do like viewer summons for bosses and stuff. So
Oh, you decided that you wanted to do that?
yeah, I think it'd be good. I think it'd be good to have a cooperative element where we
Okay.
can summon up people for bosses, and then also we'll get to experience the full Elden Ring story, which I think will be a good time. So
Yeah.
we do also have keys for the new Monster Prom
Oh, yeah.
that the devs gave us.
Yeah.
So we should play that sometime soon as well. So Wednesday we'll probably either do that or start Elden Ring. Mm-hmm. And if we start Elden Ring, then we'll probably do Monster Prom once we're done with Beacon Pines.
I was planning on doing like a final Halloween thing,
Yeah,
on that Sunday.
Monster Prom is vaguely Halloween-y.
That's true.
But we'll see. We'll definitely play Monster Prom Road Trip. And we'll definitely play Elden Ring.
Yeah.
These things are certain.
Sure are. We're out of here.
We're out of here. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow night on Droppy Stream.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.